Do you want to learn how a fishbowl can increase the number of sales and leads for your business? Hi, my name is Danilo, and I'm recording this video today to teach you a very cool strategy called the fishbowl strategy. I'm gonna change my screen here, and you might be asking, like a fishbowl strategy, what kind of crazy stuff is this, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the days, whenever you were actually going to a business, they had like a fishbowl at the entrance of the counter to collect the business cards, and it's a super simple strategy and so effective. And a lot of people they are not doing it anymore. But stick with me. I'm not talking about the same thing here. I'm talking about a slightly different approach. Uh, this is a super simple strategy that, in my opinion, every single business should be using, right? Not the fishbowl itself, but hang on, stay with me for a little second. This strategy, it's amazing to bring the customers back. Sometimes they went to your store and you don't know how to reach out to them again, right? So this is a very good strategy to bring them back again and maintain that loyalty uh, up there, right? So, in my opinion, again, every business should be using this to increase the customer's experience, right? Sometimes the customer they come to you to buy from you, and then you never reach out to them again, ever again, and maybe they want to buy again from you, right? But because you never actually reached out to them again, they feel a little bit like they don't matter, kind of thing. So trust me, people love to receive messages from the business they love doing business with, right? And you can do this strategy here, both traditional fishbowl strategy, or you can do a digital version of the fishbowl strategy. It's super simple, guys. It's crazy. It's a no-brainer. But before I go any further, I want to actually teach you. I'm gonna actually tell a story of a pizza guy, and actually this whole strategy here, including this story here, I got from a guy called Russell Brunson, which in my opinion it's one of the best marketers out there, and it's specifically one of my mentors, and I love his teachings. So when he was talking about the fishbowl strategy, he actually brought a case study from one of his friends or clients, and he was talking about the pizza guy, right? So there was a guy that had a pizza, and then one of his friends went to his pizza, and the place was just empty, right? And then they started having a conversation, and the guy said, "Hey, I help people with emails," and the pizza guy said, "Hey, but can it work for me here?" And the guy said, "Sure." So I'm gonna actually teach you here a strategy on how to bring people here to fill up your pizzeria, right? Your pizza place. And then the guy said, "For the next 30 days, I want you to put a list here on your counter, and you offer sauce in exchange for people putting the email address there with a name and email address, and you put a sauce. You give them a sauce, a free tomato sauce, free aioli, whatever, right? Or in your case, it can be anything, right? So, and in 30 days, he said, I'm gonna come back here, and then I'm gonna do something that it's gonna actually fill your store with, clients." And the guy was like, "Okay, cool, beautiful." So for the next 30 days, everybody that actually went to his store, he said, "Would you like a free sauce?" And then the person said, "Yeah, cool, I would love so." And then they would put their name and email address on that list, right? So after 30 days, the same guy came back to the pizza guy and said, "Did you make it?" And the pizza guy said, "Hey, yeah, okay, this is the list." So they took that list and they uploaded to a computer and uploaded to their email autoresponders. And nowadays you can use, like, there's several options out there. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. But you just upload that list to the email autoresponders, and the pizza guy did the same, right? And on that day, the pizzeria was very empty, and the guy said, "Do you want to know that do you want to see that I'm gonna fill your pizzeria in the next 2 hours with a lot of orders? And I think it was like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So they uploaded all the lists to that email autoresponders, and they crafted an offer. And they send like, okay, would you like your pizza? Would you like your dinner to be ready by 5 o'clock? If you reply to this email here, I can get your pizza ready. So you have like a fresh pizza made before dinner time, so you go home and you have like a pizza ready, right? So the guy did that, and they just sent the email, and guess what happened, right? The phone started ringing, and they were like, oh yeah, I want a pizza, I want a pizza, I want a pizza. And then his pizzeria was full of orders, right? Just because he had the list, right? And by the end of the day, he had a lot of orders. So it's a happy pizza guy, it's a happy pizza, a happy business, right? When you have like that kind of when you have that tool to fill your business with clients whenever you want, it's amazing, right? So that's the power of having a list, of having an email, right? And the fishbowl is just like analogy of, what you can do. Like back in the days, you put like a fishbowl on your counter and ask people to put information there. Yes, you can still do that, but today you can use different methods, right? You can actually have a form there. You can have an iPad with like, a little, you can have like a Google form, for example, on your iPad where people just put the information there. Or you can even have like a system if you're I see a lot of businesses nowadays actually they have like a computer system to manage the orders. You can just include the email as well, or you can even use a fishbowl, right? So just make sure that you're offering something in exchange for that email, and collect all that information so we can use it later, right? So, or you can actually do a digital version of the fishbowl, right? Using a landing page, or it's a page online where people just, you give something and they, exchange that information, you capture the email address, right? And for that to happen, you gotta use a lead magnet, or a freebie or something. So there's a lot of people using ebooks, but if you have like a brick and mortar traditional business, you can just give them something that you already have, right? You can just have like like the pizza guy did. You can just give them a sauce. You can give them something in exchange of that contact detail. And don't get me wrong, that contact detail is amazing. You're gonna see, like for the case of the pizza guy, they even later they decided to actually put 2 different phone numbers to make sure they track the results from the email, so they don't actually get confused with like what was happening, paid, other types of advertising like magazine and newspaper. And the result he got from the phone dedicated for the email list was like 4 times the amount of the other channels. So that's just to show you like how how powerful this technique is, right? There is if you're not collecting the data from your customers and putting on an email list, you're missing out big time. And I see like so many businesses doing it, missing out on that opportunity. Like just make sure you put a form or some kind of a fishbowl in your business to collect that information, right? Make sure, and then you build your list and upload that to a system. Can be MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, ClickFunnels, whatever the system you're using. And then you can make them offers. You can send them news. You can send like, okay, that's what I'm doing now. Would you like a new pizza? Would you like a new product? This is the, what's happening in our planet. So you can, keep them engaged. You can actually keep them informed, right? So it's very powerful. And that's it, guys. This is the fishbowl strategy. It's a very powerful strategy to bring customers back. So make sure you get their details, build your list, and use your list to make sure you are bringing them back to you. You know, like sometimes they just need a little nudge. Sometimes they need a coupon code. Sometimes they need an offer. So make sure you're offering stuff to your clients, right? Don't be like a salesy guy, but at the same time, don't stop to offer them. You know, keep offering stuff, right? Because if they did business with you once, they might do business with you again. If you stop making offers, they're gonna stop buying from you, right? But my question is, what kind of fishbowl are you gonna use now? Are you gonna use the traditional fishbowl? Are you gonna do a digital fishbowl? Are you gonna use an iPad? What are you gonna do? And what kind of lead magnet are you gonna use? Think about that one, and don't overcomplicate. Think about something simple that your customers want. Make that trade and build your list. You're gonna thank me later. All right, guys, that's it from me today. I hope you liked that one. If you have any questions, please let me know. Catch you later.